It's Connor, sun is setting here, Friday afternoon. We're just reading Jeff Bezos' letter to shareholders, and one of his points that he really looks at is high standards. Are people born with high standards? How do people develop high standards? But Amazon as a company depends on creating an environment where people hold themselves and hold each other to the highest standards. And in his shareholders letter this year, celebrating the feats that Amazon has achieved this year, it really looks at high standards. And one of his things is high standards are teachable. If you enter an environment where the standards are high, very quickly you rise up. And conversely, someone with high standards, if they enter an environment with low standards, very quickly they adapt. If you're in context where people do the minimum, that's where you're going to go to. And I guess the question that Jeff Bezos asks is, what are the conditions? Another of his things is, are high standards general or are they domain dependent? And he says they're domain dependent. You can have high standards in the quality of your documents. You can have high standards in the way you treat other people, whilst you have a huge blind spot and you're really poor at processes and making sure that the processes are closed loop and finish effectively. And he says every one of us has some domains where we are blind and we are not living with high standards. So my reflection this Friday afternoon in the horse farm, reading Jeff Bezos' letter, high standards. If you are around people with high standards, your standards come up. And it's per domain. So just because you've got high standards in one area doesn't mean you'll naturally have high standards in another. So seek out places where people pull you up and help you play to a higher level of standards. And Jeff Bezos says, why should we do this? He says, high standards attract the best people. Have a good one. Connor here from behind the Tibidabo mountain behind Barcelona, the red and white towers just up there. Have a great week. Hope you enjoy this weekend wherever you are. Have a good one.